Welcome to the Grand Finals of the Llama 2v2 tournament. I am Eric, aka a new player, and I am the organizer of this tournament. This is a best of 7 series, and the team that wins 4 games will win this series. We have Team cCc, RedKit, Blackburne versus Team unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated, and Frank. The global bans are the United States and Dakota. Both teams are not allowed to play the United States and Dakota for the entire series. The map of the first game is predetermined, which is Gran Chaco. For cCc, RedKit has chosen Haudenosaunee, and Blackburne has chosen the Indians. For unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated has chosen the British, and Frank has chosen the Russian. Let's get started. Welcome to Game 1 of the Grand Finals of the Llama 2v2 tournament. The map of the first game is Gran Chaco. Alright. Okay, spawning at the top, we have RedKit playing as the Haudenosaunee. His teammate Blackburne playing as the Indians. The other team, we have Frank playing as the Russians, and User playing as British. Right? This map is Gran Chaco. It's very open. There's not a lot of choke points, so you will be very vulnerable to raids from all sides. This map has a lot of llamas. As you know, this is the Llama 2v2 tournament, so of course, for the Grand Finals, we have a map full of llamas. Alright. Llamas are very good for the Indian player, as India gets XP from livestock. So any livestock, sheep, llamas, cows, they will benefit a lot from it. You can see they're already scouting for llamas. This map, there's some native trading posts. You can make some bows. It's also good. It has some good bow archer techs. It gives like plus 10% damage to bow unit types. Also reduces the cost of buildings. You can also make some pikes. And this is like a dragoon unit. Alright, let's check their decks. So this is Frank's deck. Frank. So we could expect like a rush. Maybe a rush. He's got 2 military unit shipments, Cossacks and Strelets. I think he's going Strelets. And then it's teammate User. Yeah, maybe going Cav. It's got a lot of Cav upgrade cards, maybe a mix of longbows. Well, it's quite interesting to see a 2-seller card in H1, because after like the latest patch, they have removed the free villager card. So people are still like figuring out the meta. So you see a little variation among different people who played British. Okay, so User started off with Market and Hunting Dogs and 1 house. Alright, Frank also started with Market and Hunting Dogs. Alright, let's check RedKit. RedKit is aging up with the Messenger, so it's a fast age up. For the Haudenosaunee, they get Travois every time they age up, so even though they get nothing from the fast age up, they have a free Travois. So he might be doing a rush, taking map control. Let's check his deck quick. He's got a lot of unit shipments in H2, so we might expect a rush from him. Alright, so they're doing a forward base. So his teammate Blackburne is aging up with the aggro form, so he's playing very aggressively. Let's check Blackburne. He's got Team Flails, so this is a very strong card. It sieges down buildings very quickly. Also got a couple of military initiatives. The Tiger's Claws are like a cav unit. So they're doing a very aggressive rush, I expect them to do. So he's got a lot of llamas, 10 llamas. You can see the XP trickling from them. 0.1 per second, that's 1 XP per second. It's like a trading post. Right, does the other team know that there are FBing here? Nope, they haven't scouted it yet. Okay, user aged up with the governor. He's got a tower up there. I think maybe a little bit front to secure the corner, but I think, yeah, it's safer to secure these two hunts. Alright, Frank is building a blockhouse behind his TC, so it's a very good strategy. So they're expecting a rush from the other team because these two civs are rush civs. So when he's getting pressured, at least his blockhouse has a higher chance of survival being at the back. Alright, we see some Kenya horsemen. Alright, that's a lot of strelets. How many strelets does he have? 23 strelets versus 4 Kenya's horsemen. Okay, so he pulls back. That's from a card. Let's check RedKits. So RedKit sent to 4 Kenya horsemen. He's also got 10 tomahawks. Tomahawks are like musks. Also we have around 10 sepoys. So they're doing double musks. And 4 Kenya horsemen. Okay, user is reacting by making some musks to defend the raid. Alright, they're sieging down the outpost. Alright, let's remove the fog 4. Alright, so Frank has a bunch of strelets. So this will easily counter all these units. But he needs anti-cav, like 4 Kenya horsemen and 4 sours could easily wipe this out as well. So he needs the musketeers to get into position. Alright, that's a huge massive strelets. Alright, what is user doing? The user is being idled. He lost a market, he lost a outpost. Let's put in market again. Alright, they have defended that. Alright, his eco has shifted to the right hand side. So if the Kenya horsemen spotted like some dead carcasses, yeah, he's getting there. Right, he's scouting. He scouted a market. He sees the vills. Alright, so this will be very costly for user because all this time wasted walking back to the TC, it could be like gathering food. Yeah. Alright, meanwhile, RedKit's team is switching targets. They're approaching Frank. Alright, Frank is pulling back his troops back. How many strelts does he have? 53. This amount is like more than the total number of units in the other team. Alright, so very good placement of the house there to get line of sight. And also RedKit's team did a good job, like removing a line of sight. Alright, Frank is trying to bait them to get this choke point. And RedKit's team avoided fighting there, which is a very wise decision. Alright, user is walling up. He deleted the pillars, so each pillar costs 5 wood, so he saved a lot of wood there. But he hasn't finished the wall yet. Alright, Blackburne dropped down the consulate. He hasn't chosen his allies yet. Alright, he's switching to Gurkhas now. While RedKit is still going on Tomahawks. So it's a mix of skirms and musks versus Strelets. Strelets are skirms and musks. And this should be the shipment. He doesn't have a stable yet. 5 Cossacks. Trying to do a little bit of raid. Alright, they see each other. Raid and counter raid. Alright, Frank is pulling back. Right, score-wise, it's pretty much even. But RedKit's team has the advantage of taking map control. Frank's team will eventually run out of natural resources on the side of the map, so they need to push out at some time. Otherwise, they will be starved to death. Alright, so Blackburne allied with the Ottomans. They get Delhis instead of Hussars. Delhis are like the stronger version of Hussars. They have higher attack speed. They have higher movement speed. He also researched the villager attack, which gives them 4 villagers. Alright, a little bit of a stalemate now. Right, Blackburne sent the team flat elephants, so they're doing a push somewhere. Is it Frank or is it user? I think it's most likely they'll push Frank because Frank doesn't have walls, so it's easier. You know, it's also good because they both have like the shipment point to send the flows. Right, the flows are out, good. Alright. A lot of Kenya horsemen. Okay, they got a snare, I'll pull them back. Alright, I think the flails should not be in the front line. Alright, very good popping the Minutemen, body blocking the King of Horsemen from getting onto the Strelets. Very good use of the market there. Meanwhile, user is using the musks to body block on that side. There's just so many Strelets. How many Strelets? 70 Strelets. Yeah, I wasted 2 flails there in the front line. So I think Blackburne's team must switch to cav. Even cannons will not be able to deal with this. So many targets to hit. So maybe I think Blackburne should age up, send siege allies to do the sieging, and then send the Mahouts shipments. This will be able to deal with the Strelets. Yeah, it's wasted. I don't think it's worth it. Alright, a little bit of raid and counter raiding there. The top. Marcus sends up healers. Alright, meanwhile, Frank is aging up with the Exile Prince. That's a fast age up. User has aged up to age 3.
Ready.
He sent 2 Falks.
Yes.
Alright, he's upgraded the Musks.
Commandment.
The cannons need to get in position to fire. Careful not to hit the Traffic Guardians. My Strelets are unprotected, Sour is getting on top of it. Maybe more cap. Blackburn's team is still stuck in age 2. They need to age up. Siege Ellies to deal with the Falconets, and also Mahouts to deal with the Strelets. Should be the correct play. I think it's okay to sacrifice the FB to buy time to age up. Okay, RedKit is staying in age 2. Let's see, Blackburne. Blackburne sent Tiger Claws. Alright. Alright. Okay, so they're both committing to H2. So they need to prioritize killing the Falconets and also the Strelets. Alright, Kenya's getting on top. Falconets pulling back. The units are just getting kited. The Falconets are still alive. Right. One is down. Second is down, but at a huge cost. Yeah, the Gurkhas will be outmassed by the Strelets. They need cav, really. Sours are great, but if you can get H3, I think Mahouts are better choice than Sours. Does he have 700 coin? He sent it already. Maybe you sell some wood and food to get coin. Alright, Frank is taking map control, securing the left flank. Manchus. These are mercenary goon units. Alright. That's not enough cav. Needs to have a critical mass of cav before rushing in. If they still stay in A2, I think it will be a GG for them. They need to age up for Blackburn's team. Does he have any cards? Yeah, he's got it. The Mahouts. Just send this card. He's got a lot of 1k wood, just sell the wood, age up, and then send that card. It will dramatically change the outcome. Alright, so there we have it. So I think the problem is that Blackburne's team did a good job in controlling the map, but they overcommitted in staying at H2. They should find timing to get H3 and then send those OP shipments he has in his deck. That will, like a Siege LA will take care of the 2 Fox. The Baja will take care of the Strelets. It will be a better position for them if they both aged. Let's check the stats. Blackburne getting the most resources. Also the most kills with his skirms, the Gurkhas. Alright, so that's it for game 1. UNVAX CHADS has won game 1. The losing team cCc gets to pick a team ban for UNVAX CHADS, which is the Russians. UNVAX CHADS is not allowed to play the Russians for the entire series. However, this team ban does not affect cCc, and they are free to play the Russians if they want to. cCc also gets to pick a map from the map pool for the next game, which is Deccan. In the next game, for cCc, RedKit has chosen Haudenosaunee, and Blackburne has chosen the Ethiopians. For unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated has chosen the Inca, and Frank has chosen the French. Let's get started. Alright, welcome to game 2 of the Grand Finals, the Llama 2-2 tournament. Alright, spawning at the left, we have Frank playing as the French, his teammates User playing as Inca. Versus the other team, we have Blackburne playing as the Ethiopians, and his teammate RedKit playing as the Haudenosaunee. This map is Deccan. You start with a lot of resource crates. A common strategy used is to build trading posts, spend the wood, so you can already see the players building trading posts on the sides. So far, everyone has grabbed one trading post except Ethiopia, Blackburne. This map also has some native TPs. You can mix some. These units are like Abus, not Abus. Cause area damage. It's like Grenadier, yeah, Grenadier unit, I guess. Alright, this map has a lot of cows as well, so it's very good for the... Oh, these 2 cows! These... they meet each other. Will Frank be able to steal these cows? These are very good for Ethiopia because they get influence from the market. They get 0.15 influence. Ethiopia, they could trade the cattle for resources. As you can see, there's a trade right here. So the longer they stay in the livestock market, the more they get out of it. Alright, let's check their decks. Alright, so Blackburne has Shotels, Gassenia, these are like Musks, Cannoneers, these are like Apis units. Alright, so he might do an H2 play. Also, he's got some unit shipments in H3. We'll see how it goes. His teammate RedKit, aging up with the messenger. So again, he could use the Dropois to build stuff early on to take map control. I think it's... Okay, it's the same deck, but this time he has a Town Destroyer, so he could use his War Chief to siege down buildings quickly. You can see the siege attack damage is plus 1,400%. Okay, he's sending for Canyon Horseman, so he's going to do a little bit of raiding early. Frank is agent of the quartermaster, researching hunting dogs and placer mines. Stack. He's going Cav, maybe a mix of skirms. Finally, user. He's going Jungle Woman, I guess. Jungle Woman and Choose. Right. So, okay, so user has scouted 2 FB villagers from Blackburne. Kenya Horseman trying to take out this Chasky, so this will not give out their FB position. Alright, user is very clever using the catch houses as walls. I think this is pretty exposed, maybe put it at the back somewhere. Alright, let's check the other team. Alright, so the other team has a fort base here. Some raids going on to Frank already. Send 5 tomahawks. Oh, these are from the TC button, I guess. Okay, they are denying Frank from building the racks. Alright, how will Frank react? He's got... Okay, he sent Miniman. He's sending 4 vills. Maybe sending... I don't know, yeah, the crossbow will die under the canyon. That's true. So the Miniman temporarily defended this rush. User is building some walls. All of the choke points. Maybe this choke point needs to be walled later on. He's using his warship to tank damage. Alright. So Blackburne has some musks. So it's a double musk. They've got a lot of siege. Alright, user has sent the card. 2 warheads also gives extra HP. Alright, so Frank sent a TC card. The TC card gives a TC extra damage, and also you could call a bigger batch of Minutemen at a greater cost. It's got a batch of musks. Yeah, he should save these musks. Alright, users got some Chimarunners. These are like cab units. There's a lot of fire, so there's a TC fire and also warhead fire. So this is not good for Blackbird's team to fight in this position. Okay, they've got a lot of siege. I don't think they need to burn down the market. I think they should kill the TC. The TC has 155 damage. Right, user needs to switch units. The Chimus, yeah. This is the shipment. Yeah, he should switch to making Jungle Woman. Okay, French. Very good. Keeping only 10 vills inside EC for maximum firepower. Alright, so Frank has been idle for a very long time. Okay, meanwhile, user has boomed a little bit. He's got some units, around 20 units. A little bit of raid, maybe scouting, yeah. Also, let's check RedKit. I think RedKit was doing an all-in rush, so his eco is pretty much behind. He's got only 20 rolls. Blackburne. It's got even less villagers. Sending Big Benny. So that could be used as to trade for res. Should we use body blocking? The Shotels, also musks as well. She moves in cover mode. I think Blackburn's team has enough siege, they need to switch to Cav to deal with the jungle woman. Okay, here's a big batch thing pull back. This big batch of Minutemen will clear this all out if the other team stays here. Fight. RedKit's team should pull all the way back and wait for the HP to drain out, and then kill the Minutemen. Yep, very clever. Yes. Minutemen is down to 30 health. Yeah, now it's time to clear this out. Yes, good. And also they need to switch to Cav someone. Yeah, Shotels. Yeah, Shotels will wipe this out. Shotels are like Lancer units, H2 Lancer units. They have a multiplier against infantry. Yes. So these counter musks as well, the Shotels. Just switch to Shotels while RedKit continue with the Tomahawks to do the sieging. Crossbowmen. The TC has been repaired. It's a very intense fight. And crossbows are all cleared out. I would say maybe clear out the TC first, because it's not smart to fight under 2 warheads and 1 TC. If they do not have enough siege, I would suggest like pulling back and age up. Send Falconets, maybe better. Alright, they're committing to H2. Alright, more Shotels. Trying to clear up to get a snare on the jungle woman. These 2 warheads have a high value. They have so much DPS. Alright. Okay, so they cleared out. The CDBs are exposed. And some musks. More jungle women. Alright, so RedKit's team is pulling ahead in score. I think the Shotels need to keep on top of the jungle bowmen and just let Tomahawks do the sieging. Or maybe you send the Town Destroyer card and let the War Chief. Where's the War Chief? Do the job. Yeah, focus down the TC. I will do the same. So this denies Frank from aging up, and also it denies him from having a shipping point. Unless he has an outpost somewhere. He sent all the cards. So he's in a bit of a struggle. If he loses this TC, it will be pretty hard for him to catch up. TC is very low health, around 1/3 health left. Right, but the other team is pulling back. Is it because they're aging? Yes, they're aging. Age of the Portuguese. RedKit. Still staying in age 2. Okay. Alright, I think they should map control, secure the middle part of the map. Just don't let Frank repair his TC. Otherwise, the effort is wasted. So let's check what is Blackburne doing. So he's in AH3, he's sent... Okay, so he's buffing the Jota Warriors, plus 50% health and damage. And then they do a push. I was expecting him like to use go to Palace, use the tech to research to unlock Falconets. But maybe his Shotels are even stronger than Falconets in this case. Alright, again, Frank has repaired his TC to full health. Alright, here we go again. Alright, these are elite Shotel Warriors now. Alright, Pac-Man. Pac-Man countered the Shotels, but they're getting shredded by the Guianas. Alright, getting on top. Huss and Shotel's body blocking. Alright, so the Shotels win. Alright, so I guess it's GG. Right, so this time Blackburne's team found the timing to age up to H3. So this is a very good job for them. Also, they took map control. And continually harassed Frank's base. I think maybe for users team, if they could have like more unit shipments, maybe Frank did a good job like using the TC card. Maybe put like free cav to be used to body block and stuff, might be slightly better. And user like sending units earlier could help Frank a little bit more. But it's hard to say because this map, you start with extra resource crates, so you can age up faster than normal. So it's a good rush map as well. So a lot of things could happen. So I think that they did not do well with scouting. I think they tried their best to use the native scouts to scout the center. They might be expecting the fort base to be in the center, but it was on the side. So it was a very good job for RedKit's team to do a sneaky side base. It's not that sneaky. Yeah. Alright, let's check the stats. Blackburne getting the most resources and most kills. Kills are pretty even, pretty intense game. Frank lost a lot of bills being pressured in his base, and also very early on. First wave attack. Users also got idled for a long time. Shotels are very strong. H2 Lancer units. Alright, so that's it for game. cCc has won game 2. The losing team unVAX CHADS gets to pick a team ban for cCc, which is the Ethiopians. cCc is not allowed to play the Ethiopians for the entire series. However, this team ban does not affect unVAX CHADS, and they're free to play the Ethiopians if they want to. unVAX CHADS also gets to pick a map from the map pool for the next game, which is Guianas. In the next game, for cCc, RedKit has chosen the Ottomans, and Blackburne has chosen the Swedes. For unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated has chosen the Ottomans, and Frank has chosen the French. Let's get started. Welcome to Game 3 of the Grand Finals of the 2v2 Llama tournament. We play on the map Guianas. Spawning at the bottom, we have RedKit playing as the Ottomans, and his teammate Blackburne playing as the Swedes. The other team, we have User playing as the Ottomans, and Frank playing as the French again. This map has two trading post lines, one at the top, one at the bottom. There's also some native trading posts in the middle of the map. Again, you can make some bows. These are both like crossbows units. And also you could benefit from the text to boost your bow's damage, archer damage. So I don't think either players will benefit from the bows, pretty much. Alright, let's check their decks. User hasn't chosen a deck yet. And no one has chosen their deck yet. So the Ottoman players, they both started with a mosque. User's got a TP, so has RedKit as well. So it's kind of like a mirror, Ottoman mirror. I think maybe the mosque could be placed somewhere in the front would be better. Alright, Blackburne's got some torps. Alright, so Frank has, again, it's the same deck. Going Cav, mix up skirms. And let's check his teammate. Interesting. Okay, so he's got ASAPs. ASAPs are anti-cav units, Janissaries and Delis, so we might expect a rush in H2, or he will do a timing push in F by FFing, sending Spahis, cannons. So he might be doing Jans and Delis. It's not going Avis, there's no Avis. Much Avis upgrade cards, I guess. Maybe he will. RedKit. Okay, he's got an Avis deck. He's got Mamelukes, these are very tanky units. Finally, Blackburne. I think he's going Cav and Caroleans. Yeah, he's got a Carolean upgrade cards, a lot of them. Alright, so Blackburne is aging up the naturalist, gives them 2 cows. So they have played very aggressively in the first 2 games. Will they be aggressive again in this game?
Yeah.
Right, this is not an FB vote. So we did not see any FB votes, so they might not be rushing. Let's check user. They don't have any FB votes as well. We jump to quartermaster. Frank. Also the quartermaster. Using their scouts to scout for any FBs. Alright, there's a fight here. All 4 explorers in the same spot. User is low health, also for the other explorer as well. Okay, they're pulling back. they want to use their explorers to hunt treasures together and also use it to scout for forward bases, so that's very clever to keep
Votre ordre?
their explorers alive.
Kaka.
Okay, so we see a stable from RedKit. He's going delis. Also, we see a Rax. He's going Caroleans. You see the card, 4 top cards in H2. This is Blackburne. The minions.
Hello.
Alright, he's sending a villager to torp this coin mine. So this game they're playing a bit boomy. Alright, let's check the other team. Okay, Frank's got a stable down. He's going maybe Huss into Goon. User doesn't have any racks or stables yet, so he's doing an FF, I guess. Send some 100 coin. Yeah, he's backering for the age up. Alright. So I think they have scouted no FB, so that's why he's doing a naked FF. Which is fine for the moment. Right, it's building and a Charlie Foundry. Good positioning. Using it like a wall and also the tree line. Protect the coin, also the cherry bushes and this hunt. Alright, Carolean is doing a bit of a raid. Delhi is trying to raid. Frank is back with his cav to counter raid. But the Delhis, they have 6.8 movement speed as compared to 6.75, so they will be... yes, they could escape safely. Unless they get snared. He's trying to get a snare, yeah, but he misses it. Some regrouping with the Caroleans. Alright, so this is RedKit, aging up with the Exile Prince, the fast age up. He doesn't have the Team Spahi card, interesting, so he might be sending Spahis in Age 3 instead. Or Mamluks. Yeah, Mamluks will be very good to deal with the Abyss, also with Spahi as well. So they might be doing a timing push with it. Blackburne is still in Age 2, he's got 19 torps, very impressive. Almost full. These villas are pretty exposed. Alright, let's check the other side. Alright, so Frank has got us racks and stable. Also, user's got a stable down as well, so he's doing a Abyss Goon unit combo, which is pretty strong. It's got 14 Abyss. There's a wall there. Very good, Frank, using the house to get line of sight. Okay, some raids and counter raids. And the Delhis are getting outnumbered, so that's 5 Delhis gone. Oh, trade for 1 Huss. That's good for him. Okay, so user sent 1k wood, so he's building 2 more TCs. Doing a free TC spam. Okay, second TC securing this coin mine. Good. Alright, the scout is in stealth mode, so that's why they were not detected by the Carolingians. Alright, RedKit's, but he's got a snare. Okay, very good. Frank pulling out one unit to counter snare, so that's why he could escape. Oh! Carolingians got one, got two. Yeah, but the Cav could escape safely. Maybe use his explorer to snare those Carolingians. He doesn't need to do that now. Alright, so Frank is doing Dragoon Skirm. Okay, so both players are doing Skirm Goon. So we move to Fog War. Alright, meanwhile, Blackburn's team is trying to secure this trading post line, sieging down the TP. Will they get in time to save it? Nope. Alright, TP is down. We have more delis. Alright. Both teams want to outflank the other team. The Carolingians got a charge. I think he's trying to snare the Cav archers. Nope. Alright, everyone has aged up except for Blackburne. Let's check from Blackburn's point of view. Alright, he's almost to age very good. He's got the TC age up. Some raised by Frank on Blackburne. Yeah, the villas are exposed. Alright, Blackburne is doing double racks Carolingian. Also got an artillery foundry down. Platoon fire, okay, so this will buff his Carolingians. Alright, meanwhile Frank's team is pushing into RedKit's base. Alright, so RedKit's team is doing Cav Musk combo versus Skirm Boom combo. Alright, how will RedKit react to this? Sending for Mamelukes. Okay. So Blackburne needs to use his Carolingians to deal with the goons, and then let the Mamelukes tank damage and kill the niggas. So they're not fighting, they're waiting for the Mamelukes to pop out. But he needs to keep his TC alive, otherwise the shipment will be cancelled. So yeah, TC wagon. Alright, the TC is down to less than half health. Alright, will it pop out of the TC? Okay, it's they're engaging. Alright, the Mamelukes are out. Along with the Mement, good pop. They need to get on the Apis. Alright, you got some Fox, free Fox. Cav archers are almost all dead. The Apis are down to half. I think he's trying to use the Apis to snipe the cannons, but that was a mistake. He should have pulled back instead of charging in. Alright, skirmishers kiting the Carolingians. I think the Carolingians need to pull back. He's getting kited. He needs to keep the Falks alive. He needs the Carolingians to protect the Falks. Yeah, I think they won that fight, but at this point, like getting kited, he lost a lot of Carolingians. RedKit is sending 6 Abus guns. The Frank's team is pulling heading score. They're taking map control by TCs. Alright, the Falcons are getting sniped by the Abus. 4 Falcons coming in. Dragoons getting close to shoot. Alright, so that's a GG. Yeah, so I think one of the things they need to pay attention is like the pathing. The cav needs to get on top of the Abus. I know it's hard because there's a lot of units body blocking. So you need to time well, like where to place your shipment point, where to pop out, and where to like hide your cav, and then approach at the correct timing. But it's hard and it's difficult. So let's check the stats. Blackburne booming with the torps, getting the most resources. Gran getting the most kills. Blackburne losing vills to the raids, the exposed vills. Okay, also getting under pressure, lost some vills as well. There we have it. That's game 3. UNVAX CHADS has won game 3. The losing team cCc gets to pick a team band for UNVAX CHADS, which is the Ottomans. UNVAX CHADS is not allowed to play the Ottomans for the entire series. However, this team ban does not affect cCc, and they are free to play the Ottomans if they want to. The losing team, cCc, also gets to pick a map from the map pool for the next game, which is Korea. In the next game, for cCc, RedKit has chosen the Ottomans, and Blackburne has chosen the Mexicans. For unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated has chosen British, and Frank has chosen the French. Let's get started. Alright, welcome to Game 4, the Grand Finals of a Llama 2v2 tournament. This game is played on Korea. Spawning on the left hand side, we have Frank playing as the French. At the front, we have his teammate, User, playing as the British. Okay, versus the other team, RedKit playing the Ottomans again, and his teammate Blackburne playing as the Mexicans. Korea has a trading post line and also some native trading posts. You can make some conquistadors. These are Dragoon units. In this patch, they have buffed the unit. They have splash. There's area damage, so we might see some play with it. The techs are pretty good. Increases building hit points. Also, if you are using gunpowder troops or gunpowder cav, you get some bonus damage. This tech also buffs artillery damage as well. It's also very good for booming. You could do some sea booming. There's a lot of fish. I don't think there are whales, if I remember correctly. Yep. Alright, let's check our decks. RedKit is going Abus, according to the name. You started off with Mosque, and and also a trading post. I think it's better for him to take this middle TP instead, because the first point is you're closer. The second point is that you could deny the other team from this taking this trading post if you have already bolted here. But it's okay, it's okay. Let's check his teammate, Blackburne. Alright, we might expect a rush. There's 4 unit shipments. And also there's an Insurgente upgrade card, so we might see a lot of Insurgentes in H2. So it's like a pike unit, doing a pike rush. And then there's a lot of units in the H3. It's like going all in, I guess. Let's see where he places the Hacienda. So I suspect a very aggressive position. So he placed it at this marker. Alright, let's check the other team. Frank. Yeah, I think he's pretty defensive here with the cards. He's got the TC card, also got the... This will buff the CDB's hit points. Staging up with the Quartermaster. So again, I think he's going Cav and Skirm unit. Skirm goons in H3. The user is playing British. He's putting up some walls. Yeah, I think Cav, longbows, maybe musks. The thing is, do they see where the enemy FB is? You see a snare from RedKit on user. Sieging of the governor, clever choice. The governor gives him an outpost wagon. Very good for defending. Okay, so they spotted the Hacienda. Also spotted the carcass. Alright, Blackburne also took this TP, very good. So this will deny the other team from taking it.
Ready. Commandment.
Alright.
Ready.
Some jolly cooperation with the treasure hunting. Okay, so yeah, he's going with the racks. So it's Insurgente and Abyss Rush. Okay, so users build the racks behind this TC, okay. Also a tower here. Very good positioning. Maybe a little bit further up, just in range to shoot the units if they see the walls. But I think it's fine. Maybe a bit closer to coin line. Just a little bit. Frank is doing home base. Okay, so I think, yeah, because he got rushed in game 2, there was a side base, so I think he's playing safe to build racks on this side. Yeah, the thing is, they have scouted the Hacienda, so I think maybe the racks should be placed next to user spot will be a better idea. Alright, users got some musks. Right, the Insurgentes, we still see some activity there. Right, let's check the other teams. One of you. Alright, they're taking down the TP, okay. They've scouted some walls now. They're taking a long route. Double artillery foundry, okay. So he's going all in with Abyss. And that's 21 Insurgentes. Alright, see some musks. The Abyss needs to catch up. Alright, they got a snare of the Abyss, good. Alright, Insurgente is doing work on a house, got it down to half health. Not enough Avis. There's just only one batch. Okay, the Avis reinforcements are coming. I think a lot of time is wasted walking all the way across half the map. Maybe just fight here would be better, I guess. Yeah, just let the Avis do the work. The Avis could easily kite the musketeers. Alright, walls down, can push in. Need more Avis. Switching to soldados. Alright, so he's shipping this card, which gives him line of sight. Okay, let me put on the fog war. Sieging down the house. Some Huss. Alright, Avis doing work on the musketeers. I think the Insurgente is focused down on the Rex. It's more important than the manor house. Avis needs to kill. Okay, we got the line of sight. So they could. Yeah, they see Frank's army is split from the bottom. Okay, they're retreating. You see the wells down here. Alright, Avis melting down longbows and musketeers. Alright, Frank's team is trying to flank from behind. Ah, they're getting separated from the coin mine. Okay, good, successfully regrouped. The soldados need to body block the Insurgentes as well. Avis then do the work from behind. Yes, they've managed to fetch off the Huss. Avis doing a lot of work. Soldados getting melee, good. Melee mode will give them bonus damage against cavalry. Blackburne should use this to snare the longbows with a cigar. Okay, Huss trying to catch the reinforcements. Got a patch. More soldados coming in. Hey, the Avis just doing a lot of DPS. Rex is almost down with the soldados. Yeah, siege it down. And let the Avis stick back the longbows. Chaco, he's from the shipment, yeah. Alright, let's see how user is reacting to this. He sent both unit shipments cards. Maybe migrate his villagers, yeah, migrate. Spread the villagers up across the map, build houses, just abandon this TC. And then we wait for Frank to age up, send fogs. That'll be might be an answer to this. Yeah, maybe Frank should age up. Okay, he's splitting his scav to do some raiding. building outposts to take line of sight and map control. Alright, RedKit's team is taking down the walls. Yes, that's very smart because they're taking a long path to walk all the way down here and then up, so it's like a U-shaped route, a long route to take. Alright, longbows are doing work. Aegis sniping the longbows. Okay, Minutemen popping. Alright. Minutemen getting melee mode against the Aegis. This will lower their DPS when Aegis are in melee mode. Chaco is getting a top. Good. Score is still pretty even. So Dalo's doing a great job in laying down the Huss. Very good body blocking in the choke point here. Very good play, very good micro from Blackburne's team. Very impressive. They're fighting together. Both teammates are fighting like a single unit. Alright, so I think they need to switch down this. Yes. It's got a second racks down there. The user is sending in 700 coin, but the coin will... I don't think it'll... yeah, not make it in time. Alright. Frank needs to age up and send 2 Fox. That might be his best hope. Alright, Blackburne is shifting to Z booming. Alright, Huss is trying to do some distraction. Hope this will lure back, baited back some of the army, so could relieve some of the pressure on user's side. But he missed microed. Aside from getting the vision, the other card also gives him a dock wagon and some fishing boats for every card he has spent. So this is a very good card for this specific map. He spotted some dead carcasses, so he knows that there's at least a villager nearby. Villagers have migrated to this spot. Okay, he's keeping his villagers alive, that's good, but he needs to rebuild his infrastructure. Okay, so Frank's team, they're still in this game. Very good. He's using his explorer to get the attention, so the army will not discover his foes on this side. He's got 15 fishing boats. Okay, Frank is using his Huss to keep on harassing. He's in age 3 now. Okay, finally. Let's see what he's up to. Okay, switching to skirmishers. Skirmishers could deal with the soldados. Little bit of raid up there. Okay, so he did not send Valks, he sent skirmishers instead, okay? The skirms, they have 20 range, they could outrange the Abus by a little bit. But he needs to micro them, he needs to kite. If he just stands still, he will lose this because Abus deals siege damage. It ignores the range resist. Okay, there's a fight. He needs to kite. Kite. If you do not kite, this will happen. But it's pretty hard at this point. Maybe send 2 Falks. Okay, he's got more run back, 26 skirmishers, okay. He's switching to Skirm Goon. Blackburne is mixing in some skirmishers, Salteadors. Meanwhile, User is rebuilding his infrastructures, got 2 Raxes, got longbows. His soldados have discovered this eco area. Very good micro there, cutting down the units. Okay, RedKit has also reached age 3. Let's check RedKit side. Okay, so he's upgrading the Abus. That's a lot of soldados, a lot of Abus, 21 Abus. They're heading up to User's new base. Just use the soldado siege down the TC. They haven't spotted the Raxes yet. Right. So Frank needs to do something to help. Alright, we see Frank flanking from behind skirmishers. It's Guianas in cover mode, soaking damage. Alright, the bills are scattered. Just some kiting. The villagers, they're in a very bad spot. Alright, new TC on the coastline. Let's see how many villagers. The user is down to 14 villagers. Alright, so there we have it. GG. So RedKit's team have very good map control. Sort of like an all-in rush, they sent in a lot of unit shipments in H2. And I think the base, maybe the racks, should be stationed together with users' racks as well. Maybe that will help because it takes some time to walk up from the back to the top. But I think Blackburne's team had better micro, like microing the Abus and also the soldados. They have like better microing, so they won a lot of fights. And also the Abus are pretty strong in H2. They do siege damage, so they neglect the range resistance. So the damage they deal is exactly. But for like the vertical skirmishers, they just do range damage. So for units who have range resistance, they have a reduction. So this 18 damage is not the real damage that the units they hit receive. So that's why the Aegis guns are strong. All in all, I think they have a better micro, Blackburn's team. Okay, Frank getting the most resources. He's the safest from the back, while everyone is going all in rush or being pressured. The Aegis guns getting the most skills. The others are pretty even. It's a pretty intense fight. Oh, interesting. Okay, so when Blackburn was microing the units, he's lost a lot of those during the process. Right, so that's it for Game 4. cCc has won Game 4. The losing team unVAX CHADS gets to pick a team ban for cCc, which is the Ottomans. unVAX CHADS also gets to pick a map from the map pool for the next game, which is Pampas Sierras. In the next game, for cCc, RedKit has chosen the Dutch and Blackburne has chosen the Indians. For unVAX CHADS, unVACcinated has chosen the Inca and Frank has chosen the Dutch. Let's get started. Welcome to Game 5, the Llama 2v2 tournament. This map is played on Pampas Sierras. Lots of llamas, fits in the theme of this llama tournament. Right, spawning at the bottom, we have Blackburne playing as the Indians. His teammate RedKit playing as Dutch. The other side of the map, we have Frank also playing as the Dutch. Bit of a Dutch mirror. And user playing as Inca. So this map on the left hand side, there's a lot of llamas. Both teams will benefit from the llamas. India, they get XP trickles from the llamas, and Inca could use the llamas to work in the community plaza, which should give them buffs to different sorts of ceremonies. Okay, very good. Blackburn's using his scout. He's got 2 scouts, so he could spread out his explorers to get the llamas. So they have a better advantage because he has 2 scouts. I mean 2 explorers. Okay, so there's a bit of fighting for the llamas. Also on this map, there's some native TPs. There's no trading posts, but it's got these. Again, it's the 2B settlement. You get some bows. You could also make some pikes and also some bows. There's some tax which gives you faster infantry cav building time reduction. Boosts your coin gather rate for villagers, and also, most importantly, it boosts infantry speed. So it's very good for infantry civs. These are all infantry civs. So benefits for everyone. So let's check how many llamas. Okay, user has 7 llamas now, compared with Blackburne. He has also 6 to 7 llamas, so it's pretty even. He's got an 8th llama there. It's a bit of a snaring there going on. Okay, RedKit made it out safely. Alright, let's check their decks. So Blackburne is, again, he's got 2 Team Flower Elephants. I think it's the same deck, pretty aggressive in H2 and also in H3 for timing push. So we might expect a Team Flower rush. His teammate RedKit, agent of the Quartermaster. It's got theaters, interesting. Also, Highwayman. Okay, so this card got a buff in this patch. They reduced the cost. So Highwaymen are like goon units, outlaw goon units. So when paired with the theaters, it reduces their population cost. So you might expect some goons from RedKit, I guess. Okay, let's check user. Reach of the Wise Woman. Interesting, he's got this card. So he might go for Warakas. Warakas are Avis units, I guess. Jungle Woman shoes. And also Frank, Agent of the Quartermaster. Yeah, he's going skirmishers definitely in H2. Bosniaks, Irish Brigadiers. He doesn't have the Highwayman card. So we might expect skirmisher and Chimus, I guess, against goons and infantry. Okay, so they have spotted the Agra in the middle.
Hello?
Bit of a fighting there. Okay, Blackburne hurting away the hunt. So this is Frank's point of view. Frank got one bank down. 700 wood. So he's using wood to build more banks. He scouted racks. Okay, so RedKit is not going goons that early, I guess. So skirmisher and sepoy combo, I guess. Alright. RedKit also got a second bank up. Okay, 2 banks. Very defensive racks. Oh. Okay, so he's using the Kanjals to block off this choke point and this choke point as well. Okay. He sent the Warha Travois. Okay, he's spreading out across, trying to form a line here. A little bit of fighting here. He's sending 5 vills. Alright, he sees the skirmishers. Okay, Frank is doing a little bit of hurting. This bill might go down soon. Alright, let's check from Blackburne's point of view. Yeah, so they killed. Okay, they didn't kill the villager. Okay, pull that up back in time. So it's sepoy and skirmisher. Sending sours. The sours will take care of the Frank's skirmishers. He also sent a sepoy card. Okay, this is not the real flow. This is just a skin. It's a fake flow elephant. Right, Chimus from user. Getting a snare, flanking them. Okay, that's a beautiful cleanup. Switching to cover mode. Okay, swung back. Alright, so the Chimus beat the Sours. Very good in using the choke one here from Frank. Okay, RedKit's units are getting trapped. They're split from sepoys. They're getting cleaned up. So they have pulled back. Frank's team is pulling ahead in score. Okay, Frank's got 4 banks. RedKit's got only 2, building a 3rd one now. So Frank's so far got more banks. Let's check the houses. 6 cancha houses. Sending Chicha Brewing, so this will boost the food trickle from the cancha houses. It's using the Chima runners, trying to catch a raid. Alright. Miniman getting a snare. Oh, there's some activity up here. Chimus are getting snared by the Miniman. Okay, he used his charge ability. Trying to get away from the cab. Delis just have more movement speed. Chimus are getting surrounded. They're fast. The Chimus' second group trying to get on the raid. Another batch of Chimus getting intercepted. Alright, there's 4 bills. So he's trading his Chimus for the bills. He's got 2 bills down. Alright, more Chimus. Okay, Frank's sniping villagers in chaos. Maybe he sent the Irish Brigadier, so that's some musk units. I think user wasted a lot of Chimney runners. He got like trapped, flanked, counter-raided very hard, lost a lot of units there. Alright, so they've got the flail elephants. They need to wait for the RedKit's flail elephants because he doesn't have a shipment point. Okay, they have arrived, so they have pikes, they have skirms, a little bit of cav, sepoys. Alright, I think they're ready to push. Alright, so yeah, there's a pop, Tiger Claws. Tiger Claws like a cav unit. They're being separated, they need to group together. Alright, slowly pushing in. Right, trading shots, skirmishers. Alright, Tire claws charging in. Chimmy's trying to body block. Pikeman getting in front. Sepoys in melee mode. Chimmy runners in defense mode. Cover mode. RedKit has a lot of skirmishers, impressive. But he needs to protect. He needs the protection from the handicap. Flower Elephant wasted. You need more anti-cap. I think maybe Zambarax. Alright, Chimu's okay, going back again. He's trying to bait the sepoys to get in front so the skirmishers could easily snipe them from a safe distance. Alright, a lot of sours. Sours need to get on top of skirmishers. They're not that good against Chimus, I guess. Alright, Cav is down. Chimus a few left. Alright, user is switching to Jungle Bowman. I think both teams have Cav reinforcements. Alright. This time Frank has a bigger mass of skirmishers. Okay, so there's a bit of raid on the left, I guess. I think they just lost the skirm war. And the other team outboomed them. Inca can do the counter house boom. Also Dutch has the bank boom. So one is booming with food, the other is booming with coin. I think they could like fight a bit longer. They don't need to resign. I don't know why they resigned. So Frank with a bank boom got the most resources. Both skirmisher players getting the most kills. Pretty even. Alright, so that's it for Game 5. UNVACCinated has won Game 5. The losing team cCc gets to pick a team band for UNVACCinated, which is Dutch. UNVACCinated is not allowed to play Dutch for the entire series. However, this team ban does not affect cCc, and they are free to play Dutch if they want to. cCc also gets to pick a map from the map pool for the next game, which is Baja, California. In the next game, for cCc, RedKit has chosen Dutch, and Blackburne has chosen the Japanese. For unVACcinated, unVACcinated has chosen the Inca, and Frank has chosen the French. Let's get started. Welcome to Game 6 of the Llama 2v2 tournament. Spawning at the bottom, we have Frank playing as the French. His teammate is user unVACcinated. Okay, he's playing Inca. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry for the pause. Alright, and then on the other side of the team we have Blackburne playing as the Japanese, and also we have RedKit playing as the Dutch. This map is Baja, California. Okay, very clever. User is building the TP, taking the middle one. So this will deny the other team from taking over this. And also Frank started with trading posts as well. So there's free trading posts and also some native TPs. You can make some skirms out of it. It could boost your coin gather rate. Also, you get buffs for your units. Hit point buffs. There's 2 pawns on each side of the map. So a sneaky tactic on this map is to like build a dock and then build warships, or even send a scout or villager to get the line of sight, and then put your flag, the water shipment point, onto the other team, and then send caravels, warships and stuff, and then siege the buildings from behind. Alright, let's check the decks. Okay, so Blackburne is sending the shrine card. This will reduce the cost of the shrines and also boost the gather rate for the shrines. I think he's going Yumi Ashi, I guess. Yumi Ashi combo. He's allied with the Portuguese, so this will give him cheaper buildings. Let's check Dutch. RedKit. RedKit, again, he's got the Buck Riders card, so this could enable him to make outlaw goons in H2. So we might expect goon skirm. I don't know. Yumi goons? Or skirmishers and ashies? Frank, again playing as the French. He's got, interesting, he's got the native. Maybe he's going Royal Musketeers, I guess. He's got frigates, caravels, so it could be used to counter Seaboom. But the other team doesn't have a sea deck. So very good harassments as well. And then finally we have User. He's got some ginger rafts. It's like Caravel in H2. So skirmishers, chimney runners. No, not skirmishers. Sorry, bows and chimney runners. All right. So everybody is aging up. He might use this Tambo as a shipment point. He might like pop units out here or pop wagons and trobars out here. So Tambos is a very special building for Inca. So rather than the regular trading post you get, which costs 200 wood, the Tambo costs a bit more wood, 250 wood, but they have a little bit of damage and also could be used to ship units. Alright, so far no FB vills from their side. Let's check Blackburne's side. Okay, so Blackburne is aging up with the big shrine. RedKit is doing a double bank. No FB vills from both teams. Alright, so we might expect a long game. Both teams seem to be booming. Frank's got a stable, hunting dogs, using his scout to check for any FBs. User sending 5 vills, booming. He's got 700 coin, so he's doing semi-FF. He's got a lot of unit shipments in H3, so for Rakas, there are like Abis units. And Bolus Warriors, these are like goon units. Macemen or pikes. They're like skull knights from Aztecs. Alright, let's check the other side. Blackburne is sending 600 wood. And then 4 bills. Very, very boomy deck. It's dropped on the racks, starting with Ashes. RedKit's got 4 banks, dropping down stable. So it's a Cab Musk combo. I don't know about this positioning. There's like no animals. The animals are on, I don't know, maybe like for the DE game, like animals seem to like to move quicker than usual. So it's quite unfortunate for Blackburne there. Alright, a little bit of raid going down to RedKit space by Frank. Ashi's trying to chase down a war chief. Import Shrine Booming from Blackburne. Okay, he sent free fishing boats. This is from the tech, I guess. Yeah, the Portuguese allies. Yep. Okay, RedKit also got his own batch of husk now. Alright, you can see 2 batches of husks. Right. They don't see each other. Okay, Chasky's... Okay, he's aged up. Yes, he used this as his shipment point. And then he sent the Stronghold Trobois, building a fort here. This is Frank's unit. Alright, so they have spotted it. It's under construction. So if you siege it down when it's under construction, you get 4 times the more bonus damage than usual. But I don't think they will make it. Yeah, they're pulling back. And then I think user will send shipments. Yeah. Shipments back to back. He's gonna ship the Horacas here. If this fails, he could like ship it out from temple. Okay, he's walled off at the choke points. Meanwhile, Blackburne is very good. He used the shrine to body block the wall from completing. You see the villagers idle. Very, very good play from Blackburne. Okay, this is user. He's using down his Apis to siege down the buildings from a very far distance. And also they tweaked this unit a little bit. They now have like bonus damage against infantry. So it's sort of like a cannon, because cannon also gets a multiplier against infantry. And also by shooting. Okay, he's got a lot of free shots. He's got 1 shrine down, 2nd shrine down, 1st shrine down. That's a lot of XP. 50 XP, that's 150 XP, that's a lot. Alright, meanwhile, RedKit has sent the Buck Riders card, the Highwaymen. These are outlaw goon units. And we have Blackburne aging up. Alright, he sent the elite macemen. These are like skull knights. Okay, user building another layer of wall up there. So next card, he's sending 2 TCs. Nope, he cancelled. Sending bullets. These are goon units. They also have like the... If they successfully hit the enemy units, the units will be snared, will be slowed down. Right, Waraka's clearing out a lot of shrines. Right, Yumi's trading shots with Warakas. Baraka's getting out of position. Frank trying to save him. Again, user's got his bolus, the goons. Yeah, you can see they're pretty slow because they're getting snared. Okay, flaming arrows. They do bonus damage against infantry, so this will counter the skirmishers and even the Barakas and basemen and bolus warriors as well. Very nice, everybody's in H3 now. Also, let's check RedKit's highwayman. He's got 13 highwaymen.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. There will be a fight very soon. Okay, they're disengaging. Okay, they don't think it's smart to fight under the fort. Alright, let's fight here. Basements are in cover mode. Cover mode gives them like a boost in resistance. Baraka sniped the flaming arrows. Right, Blackburn's team is trying to regroup. Not enough Yumi. Alright, he sent 2 flaming arrows again. Just too many units. Score is still pretty even on both sides. And flaming arrows getting sniped by the Barakas. Okay, there we have it. GG. I think the other team, Frank's team, had a better unit comp.
Commando?
Yeah, and also they sent in a lot of unit shipments, so that's why they overwhelmed Blackburn's team. RedKit getting the most res from the bank boom. User getting most skills from his overwhelming mass of units. Alright, so that's it. That's the end of game 6. UNVAX CHADS has won game 6. They have won 4 games in this series. Congratulations to UNVAX CHADS for winning this Llama tournament. They will receive the legendary Llama role tag in the Llama Discord. We thank cCc for their participation in the Llama tournament.